Imagine buying a brand new wardrobe, taking it home, opening the box, and discovering you have to build it yourself. Most companies would call that bad customer service. IKEA turned it into a billion-dollar business. Every year, millions of people willingly carry heavy boxes, transport them home, and spend hours assembling furniture. Why? Why would customers do the work instead of the company? Welcome to Profit Atlas, where we uncover the stories behind the world's greatest business empires. At first glance, IKEA looks like an ordinary furniture retailer. But behind every bookshelf, every sofa, and every dining table lies one of the smartest cost-saving strategies in retail history. A strategy that reduced shipping costs, lowered prices, and helped transform a small Swedish company into a global empire. The story begins not inside a giant furniture warehouse, but with a young entrepreneur from rural Sweden who believed ordinary people deserve better prices. The story of IKEA begins with a young Swedish entrepreneur named Ingvar Kamprad. Even as a child, he was fascinated by business. He bought small items in bulk, then sold them individually for a profit. Matches, pens, greeting cards, whatever people needed. Long before IKEA existed, Ingvar was already learning one important lesson. Small profits, multiplied many times, could build something extraordinary. In 1943, at just 17 years old, Ingvar founded IKEA. The name came from his own initials and the farm and village where he grew up. At first, the company didn't sell furniture. It offered everyday household products through mail-order catalogs. Simple, affordable, and convenient. A few years later, Ingvar noticed something interesting. Furniture was expensive, and many ordinary families struggled to afford it. He believed there had to be a better way. So, IKEA began selling furniture with one simple mission: well-designed products at prices as many people as possible could afford. But there was one major problem. Furniture was bulky, difficult to transport, and expensive to deliver. Every extra centimeter of space inside a truck increased the cost. It seemed like an ordinary logistical problem, but solving it would change the furniture industry forever. Then, one simple idea changed everything. What if furniture didn't need to be transported fully assembled? What if customers assembled it themselves? In the mid-1950s, a simple observation sparked a revolutionary idea. During the preparation of a table for transport, its legs were removed, making it much easier to pack. Suddenly, a bulky piece of furniture became a compact package. It was a small change, with enormous potential. That moment inspired what would become IKEA's most famous innovation: flat-pack furniture. Instead of transporting fully assembled products, IKEA shipped them in compact boxes. More furniture could fit inside each truck, reducing transportation costs, storage costs, and ultimately, prices for customers. Instead of paying workers to assemble every product, IKEA asked customers to complete the final step themselves. In return, customers received stylish furniture at significantly lower prices. It wasn't about shifting work. It was about sharing the process. So everyone benefited. Flat-pack furniture didn't just lower costs. It made global expansion easier. More products could be transported more efficiently, to more countries. As IKEA expanded across Europe and later the world, its innovative logistics became one of its greatest competitive advantages. But IKEA wasn't finished reinventing retail. The furniture was only part of the strategy. The stores themselves were carefully designed to influence how people shop. Every corner, every display, every shortcut was planned for a reason, and together, they created one of the most successful retail experiences in the world. Walk into almost any IKEA store, and you'll notice something unusual. There isn't a straight path to the checkout. Instead, customers are guided through a carefully designed journey. Living rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, offices. Each display is arranged to inspire ideas and encourage exploration. It isn't an accident. It's part of the experience. IKEA doesn't simply display furniture. It shows complete homes.
Storage.
Customers don't just see a sofa. They imagine it in their own living room. They don't just see a dining table.
This is really comfortable.
They picture family dinners around
What do you think of this one?
Every display helps shoppers visualize a better version of their home. Along the journey, customers discover hundreds of smaller items. Storage boxes, candles, kitchen tools, cushions, and home accessories. Individually, they seem inexpensive. Together, they often become an important part of the shopping trip. Then there's another unexpected feature. The restaurant. IKEA's famous Swedish meatballs have become part of the brand experience. A meal gives shoppers a chance to rest, recharge, and continue exploring the store. It's another example of how IKEA designed an experience. Not just a transaction. Every detail, from a showroom, to the warehouse, to the restaurant, works together, turning a shopping trip into an experience people remember. From one small business in Sweden, IKEA grew into one of the world's most recognized furniture brands. But perhaps its greatest achievement wasn't selling furniture, it was changing the way people think about value. What started as a small mail-order business in rural Sweden became one of the world's largest furniture retailers. Today, IKEA operates hundreds of stores across dozens of countries, welcoming millions of customers every year. Yet despite its enormous size, its mission remains remarkably simple: to create well-designed, functional home furnishings at prices that as many people as possible can afford. IKEA's success offers 3 powerful business lessons. First, simplify wherever possible. A simple idea, like flat-pack furniture, can transform an entire industry. Second, design around the customer. Every showroom, every product, and every shopping experience was built with the customer in mind. And finally, never stop improving. Small innovations, repeated over time, can create extraordinary results. IKEA didn't become a global empire. By building the most expensive furniture, it became a global empire. By making good design accessible to millions. Sometimes, the greatest innovations aren't about adding more. They're about removing complexity. And that's exactly what IKEA did. One flat-pack box at a time. Every business has a story. Every empire leaves a lesson. Thank you for watching Profit Atlas. If you enjoyed this documentary, like, follow, and subscribe. And join us as we uncover the stories behind the world's greatest business empires. We'll see you in the next chapter.